Up to the last 3 years, I've been leading our server products division, and been the general manager, corporate vice president for our server products, and just recently did assume responsibility for all of the computing solutions group, which includes our notebook products, our desktop products, chipsets, as well as servers. So, very pleased, obviously, with that new set of responsibilities. Prior to running the server division, I was responsible for our worldwide design centers, and of course, in that capacity, was responsible for designing processors for all those businesses. So, in some sense, it's like a welcoming back party to the client business as well. Now, our Puma platform, or our next generation notebook platform, the thing that we're so pleased about that is it really brings together several of the key technologies that we have in terms of processors, chipsets, and graphic solutions. And we think that's so important, especially as you look forward. Most of the consumers of notebooks now are looking for not just a computer that can run Excel or do internet or email or something of that sort, but rather something that can have a really true high quality graphics experience on. And so whether that includes looking at movies or whether doing video editing, we really see that this Puma platform is going to provide just tremendous visual experience to those end users. You'll see with this new platform are far greater graphics capabilities, and you'll also see higher performing processors, as well as much more advanced power management capabilities. So across the board, whether you're talking about the processing performance, whether you're talking about the video experience, or things like the battery life, you'll see significant enhancements to the platform in each of those dimensions. The capabilities for Puma really extend from the mainstream users all the way up to really gaming enthusiasts. And in fact, there are configuration options, for example, in terms of using both external graphics as well as just the integrated graphics that allow us to really address the needs of a wide span of users at a wide span of price points. And so one of the things that we feel like we'll excel at in a significant way, of course, is the very high definition graphics and for the gaming enthusiasts. And so we think that'll be a key distinguishing feature for the platform. If you look at our product portfolio, it really spans everything from being a very low cost value type product all the way up to the high-end enthusiast. And so, I think the area of that EEPC that's interesting, of course, is the emergence now of what you see very low-cost notebooks with what I'll call reasonable screen sizes that are really appropriate for most of the uses of a notebook computer. We certainly believe that that's going to be an area that continues to grow, and we believe that our value products address that market very well. Not quite as convinced yet that the form factors between, say, the cell phone and that kind of value notebook are going to be a strong contender in the short term. So we're absolutely committed on addressing that what we'll refer to as the mainstream notebook environment, including those low-end value products.
What happened to the Geo?
Yes, we still, of course, support a large number of end users and OEMs for that market, but realistically, the largest opportunity for us is in what I would consider to be the mainstream computing of notebooks, desktops, and servers, and that's clearly our focus and our emphasis. One of the things that we're very proud of year to date is the way that we've been able to introduce a whole new line of products. And that's true for our graphics products, that's true for notebook, that's true for desktop and server, literally across the board. And of course, today's announcement in terms of this next generation mobile platform, I think really highlights the fact that we really are back in a rhythm of executing very well. And a big part of that is focusing on those largest mainstream markets, and that's what we're doing. Obviously, there were some challenges in terms of last year and getting the quad-core products introduced, but as we sit here today, all of that is behind us. And again, just in the first 5 months of this year, with all of these major product introductions we've done, all of those have been on time relative to the commitments that we made for delivering them in 2008. So we feel like there were a lot of lessons learned there. Those are behind us, and we're very pleased with the execution that we demonstrated here over the last 5 months in all of 2008. I think what you're probably referencing is Cray now is going to adopt a dual vendor strategy. I think if you look at the market, what you'll see is virtually all of the OEMs now have adopted a dual vendor strategy of using both AMD processors as well as our competitors. We've certainly been talking about the importance of choice, the importance of competition, and so we certainly wouldn't be critical of Cray or any other partner that really takes on that business model. our server line, of course, we'll be introducing a 6-core product, and in fact, we'll also be transitioning to 45 nanometer technology by starting production at the end of this year. And so, again, you'll see ever-increasing levels of performance and power efficiency across our line, in the notebook, in desktop, as well as in server. 6-core in server, that's correct.
On the clients?
Not at this time, no. Everybody, I think, is watching the economy closely now at this point, but what I think is clear is that these notebook computers, these server computers, for example, and where they support the internet economy, desktops, and every one of those form factors is really impacting a lot of people's lives in a very positive way. And so we continue to see growth in that computation market, and albeit that the growth may slow at certain points in time, the fundamentals are that there's an increasing appetite for computation capability, and that's a statement that's true for notebook computing, for desktop computing, and for servers. I would point out that, again, just in the first 5 months of 2008, we've done an entire refresh of new products across our entire line. We think that positions us very well to greater degrees of success in the market.
Great. Thanks,
Thank
Randy.
you.